I would like to say a few words about the next pieces I'm going to play, the 3 piano miniatures by Lajos Delej. I have known about the composer ever since I was a young child. Lajos Delej was a promising concert pianist and composer who was Hungarian and Jewish, and he courted my mother for 2.5 years. They were separated. My mother was sent to Auschwitz. Lajos Delej was sent to Buchenwald, and he didn't survive. The story of their courtship takes place in Romania. They met at a recital in Cluj-Napoca, and Delej visited frequently from Budapest to visit my mother in Baia Mare, her hometown, and that's where the courtship took place. I couldn't resist coming to the Romanian ambassador's home with that in the story. The story of my acquisition of these 3 piano pieces actually begins here in Washington, D.C. In October, the October before last, 2015, Beverly suggested that we come to the Holocaust Museum to see if we could find out information about Lajos Delej. I had heard stories about him, but I could never find anything out. And in October 2015, we came and we found out a lot more. As a result of what we found out, I learned that, well, first of all, I was able to meet Lajos Delej's relatives. He has relatives that live in the United States, and we had the opportunity to meet them. It was like a family reunion. And they gave me these 3 pieces to play. And I played the world premiere of these pieces in May of last year at the New England Conservatory. I also learned a lot more about Lajos Delej than I had ever known before. I learned that he was friends with the great cellist János Starker. In fact, he wrote a cello sonata for János Starker, and Starker played the scherzo movement of that cello sonata as an encore piece very frequently, and made a recording of it that wasn't available until just 2 years ago, when after Starker's death, they decided to release what archives they had. So you can listen to Delej's scherzo from his cello sonata now if you buy János Starker, the Warner Legacy. It's a 10 CD set. It's on the 5th track of the 10th CD. This story, with even more information about Lajos Delej, was written up in the Boston Globe and appeared on the front page of the Boston Globe on January 8th, and is still available online. Just Google Lajos Delej and you'll find it, or go to the Boston Globe website and you can find it there. The fate that Lajos Delej met is the same one that my mother's family and my father's family met, having lived in Transylvania. But my father avoided that fate. He moved at age 16 to live with an older sister in Bucharest. And there, he was protected. And he always said that Romania saved him. So when asked what his nationality was, my father always said he was Romanian. And it is in his memory, Ernest Berkowitz, my father, that I play these pieces, all my pieces tonight.